Hey everybody, welcome to Mompreneur Mondays. I am Angela Bell, the founder of the Inspired and Profitable Mompreneur, and I'm very happy to be here with you today. Today we are going to talk about mom magic. This is a term that is very near and dear to my heart, and I'll just give you a little background on where it came from. So I refer to mom magic as, it actually came from, the holiday seasons, right? Or things like the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, all that stuff. And we as moms get to have such an integral part in all of that. And I always would say to my husband, I love being the magic. And the more I looked at it, the more I discovered that there's more magic that is created by moms than, just making the holidays festive and making birthdays exciting or making things happen. Like there's so much involved in being a mom. And maybe you could call it the mental workload. Maybe you could call it the invisible workload. But when we take a really good look at it, what we see is that moms as a group of people have unique skills and abilities that allow them to not only, raise and nurture fantastic humans, but also be and create so much more in the world. So it's interesting, right? Because have you ever been talking with your partner or talking with, another adult maybe that doesn't have kids or something, and they talk to you as a mom like you are an expert in all of these things, right? And the thing is, as we know, our kids didn't come with a manual. Motherhood didn't come with a manual. In fact, most of the time it comes with conflicting informations and a boatload of judgment from a bunch of people who have no business judging you. And yet somehow we find a way of making life beautiful, right? We figure out what our kids need when they can't talk. We find a way to get our toddler to take the blue cup instead of the red cup, even though they didn't want the blue cup because they wanted the red cup. And we find a way to make events happen and how to ease them through things that might be painful. We find a way to persevere when our world is falling apart. We have the ability and the knack of surviving and, if we choose to, thriving despite the circumstances. No matter what life throws against us, we find a way. And as time went on, all of that came to be and be represented by this term, mom magic, to me. And it's kind of like this. Moms can get up in the morning, dead tired, and still make the morning beautiful. We can have nothing in the fridge and find a way of making a mealtime fun. We can take those skills and have a startup company with no resources and find a way to bring it to market. We can be faced with impossible odds and challenges and find our way through it. We are strong even when we feel weak. We find strength that seems to come from somewhere magical. And we do it all while being kind and being compassionate and caring so much about people around us. And when I look at that combination of not only grit and determination and creativity and creative thinking, it gives me hope for the future. Because if we get behind our moms and we work together and collaborate and stand behind each other and we apply this magic and multiply it, then the future could really be an amazing place, right? And throughout the work I've been doing, whether it's the mompreneur coaching, the podcasting, the TV show, publishing books, launching my own book series, working with phenomenal women and mothers to make all of these things happen, I am always in awe of the strength that I witness, or just the ability to persevere. And I know when in the chapter I wrote in Becoming an Unstoppable Woman Mompreneur, I spoke about how being a mom is your superpower in business. And I referenced two instances in my life. One was when my father passed away 5.5 years ago. And he was not only my father, he was my business partner, my best friend, my go-to guy, my, twin. And how the fact that I was a mom and had these two kids to look after, to love on, gave me strength I didn't know I had. I got up every morning and I found a reason to smile, and I found a reason to make life joyful. And all of this from, I was compelled by my love for my children to persevere. And there's a strength in that. And the other one I talk about in the book is when my business, my food manufacturing business, went bankrupt about 4.5 years ago. And I was broke, right? Like all of my money was in that business, gone. Not sure how I was going to pay the mortgage. Not sure how I was going to buy groceries. Like sitting at the dining room table with my mom, rolling loonies and toonies. Those of you in Canada know what I'm talking about. Figuring out how I was going to buy groceries. And I promised myself my kids would not know that we were struggling. In fact, they would see challenges as an opportunity to try new things. And we found amazing things to do. We, found free things to do. And, I found the strength to carry on and to, not dwell on the negative and look for the positive and all of these great things. And all of this is what I see as the magic of motherhood, right? It's not just that we can create life and raise phenomenal little humans. It's that we can create anything. And we can grow anything, and we can do it all in a way that looks like magic. And so that's really, I guess I could give some examples of magic I've seen in other moms, right? My own mom went back to, back to high school when she was like 34 so she could get a degree. And she went to school full time and worked nights and raised 2 small children. And we turned out okay. And I look at that and I'm like, how did you do that? And it was magic, right? Or, I have friends that are single moms, and they look after their kids, and they are the sole parent. There is no backup parent. There's no time off. There's no days off. And yet they keep going, and they find a way to laugh and smile every day, even when it seems tough. And that to me is magic. It's moms that are advocating for their kids because maybe they're not getting the support they need in school, or the healthcare system isn't, giving them what they need, the care they need, or there's a diagnosis that people just can't get to, and they keep going, they push and they press through when other people would have been exhausted and given up and fallen by the wayside. Somehow moms keep going. And that is something that I am on a mission to see recognized, so that moms in the workforce aren't seen as the people that get to work right on time and leave right at 5. They're seen as the capable, competent, productive, assets. These, I always look around, and when I need a job done right, done quickly, and I don't want to have to worry about it, I give it to a mom, because then I don't have to worry about it. And yet when my friend was running for political office, the PR people were like, oh, but other people won't see it that way. Why not? So I'm on a mission to let the world know about the magic that is motherhood and just how amazing we are. And I believe that, whether it's, unrest, divisiveness, the environment, healthcare, you name it, if you want real change, if you want progress, if you want hope, give it to a mom, because they will work magic and you won't even see it coming. So thank you so much for listening to me gush about moms and all the things that make them wonderful. If I'd love to connect, you can reach me on Instagram, i.am.angelabell, on Facebook, The Inspired and Profitable Mompreneur, my website, angelabell.ca. You can listen to my podcast, The Inspired and Profitable Mompreneur, the online TV show of the same name, because I am clearly committed to mompreneurs. And, we've got 3 great books coming out. If you want to be a part of it, let me know. There's Mom Magic Mompreneurs, Mom Magic Moms for Change, and Mom Magic Moms in STEM. Keep your eyes peeled on how you can get involved in that. And let's spread the word. Let's remind everybody about the magic that are moms. Enjoy the rest of your day.